Hello, how are you doing? Another Sunday's come around already. Beautiful weather. I'm going to go for a walk to Point Perrin later. I like to ground, as you all are aware, I am sure. I like to ground myself and connect with nature. It's a beautiful way to end the week. And today I would like to discuss ways to build your self-belief, actually. Might not seem that way with the title, however, it is. Who do you put on a pedestal? The reason I ask that question is because I've had a few mentors over the years who I've followed, not necessarily had training with, although some I've had training with. And because I see them as better than me because they're teaching me something I don't know, it creates a separation, right? When you put somebody on a pedestal, you're making them superior and you inferior. And it creates a disconnection, doesn't it? You can't possibly be on the same level when you have that, when you've placed them on a pedestal. And then we have misconceptions of who or what they are, right? Because we've put them on this pedestal, we have the perception that they are brilliant and they can't fail and all that godlike, right? And then, which happened for me with my mentors, when they do something you might see as wrong, then you have really negative feelings toward them. You feel let down, disappointed, all those things. And in fact, you did it. They're human. And I've done that. I've done that with people. I've put them up so high that they couldn't possibly do anything wrong. And we do that with our parents, let's be honest. They're like God to us. They can't possibly do anything wrong. It must be us. But in the respect of placing people on pedestals as an adult, it's really creating a disconnection and a disappointment quite often for yourself. And if you look at it from the other perspective, if you look at it from the person who's been put on the pedestal's perspective, they feel like they have to get everything right. They will unwittingly, mostly, look down on you because you're in this place of looking up. And there's that disconnection again. And a classic example of that is sports stars. They have so much pressure to be up on this pedestal and stay there. And people in the music industry and artists and creatives, they have all this pressure. When we put them on a pedestal, they feel that pressure. So it's not good for either aspect, either person in that situation, right? To have that superiority and that inferiority there. And it lowers your own self-belief. If you think you need to rely on that person, depend on that person, it lowers your own self-belief and your own self-confidence. And one of the actions that I give to my clients sometimes is to find something that you could do with that person. So it brings you to a mutual ground. And no matter who you are and what you do, there is something that you can teach me, that you can teach that person you put on a pedestal, that you can teach your parents, right? There is something you can do far better than what they can do. I am shit at being domestic. I am totally shit at being domestic. I don't enjoy housework, and I'm not saying that everyone does. Most people don't. Some people do it for a living though because they do enjoy it, right? I kill plants as much as I'd love to have a beautiful garden. I'm just not that way. I'm not wired that way. And so there's gardeners and there's landscapers and there's all these people that are really good at that stuff. So there's something that you could do that you could teach me, that you can teach whoever you've got on a pedestal. And if it is someone who's that little bit further advanced in what it is that you do, that you're focused on, that you're putting them up higher than yourself, it's only because they've been around longer. It's only because they've been doing it longer or practiced more or whatever it is. Okay? So we don't put people on pedestals. One, for your own self-belief and your own self-confidence. And two, so they don't feel so much pressure. Some people enjoy the pedestal though. But you have gifts too. So remember that. And try and create deeper, more meaningful connections with people without the pedestals. I'll see you next week. Bye.